three key areas, which is contributed by the milk, meat, and also the draft power and the byproducts. Okay, as you can see from the milk from the buffalo milk actually is a richer in fat and protein as compared to the cow's milk, and make it deal for the producing dairy products like cheese, butter, and yogurt, and is highly valued in many countries for its nutritional benefits. For example, in the India and also from the European country. And for the meat, buffaloes, okay, buffalo meat also known as a cara beef, okay, and for this cara beef, actually they has a leaner and a lower in cholesterol than the beef, and it's important protein source in many regions and is widely used in the processed meats product. For example, in India also they export this meat to the Asian country like Malaysia and also in Indonesia. Lastly, this buffalo also can be a draft power and also byproducts. In some areas, these buffaloes are still used for the plowing fields and transportation. Additionally, their hides, bones, and dungs have various industrial and agricultural uses, such as for the leather product and also organic fertilizer. And main country that use this truffle and byproduct actually for India. Okay, and then and all these products actually I can say it is highlight for the improve the economic, and also can improve the nutritional significance of buffaloes in livestock farming. In this slide, we will learn about the type of buffaloes breeds in Malaysia. As you can see, on the left picture is Morah buffaloes, and on the right picture is the Swan buffaloes. And you can see the different of in terms of the characteristic of these buffaloes. And okay, in Malaysia, as you can see in Morah buffaloes, this actually origin for this buffalo is come from India and Pakistan. Okay, and the purpose of these Morah buffaloes mainly for the dairy production. And as you can see, for the physical appearance for these Morah buffaloes, they have a black skin, they have curl horn, and they have a compact body as compared to the Swan buffaloes. And for milk production, for the Morah buffaloes, they have a high production, which is this buffalo can able to produce around 6 to 12 liters per day. And as you can see for the Swan buffaloes, okay, this buffalo is origin from the Southeast Asia and China. And the purpose of these buffaloes mainly for the draft work and for meat purposes. And for the physical appearance, okay, for these buffaloes, they have a stocky built body, they have a grayish skin, and long bodies, and also have the curved horn. Okay, and then usually for these Swan buffaloes, they has a low in terms of the milk production, which is this buffalo can able to produce around 0.5 to 2 liters per day. And these Swan buffaloes also it thrive in wetland areas, and it is often used in the paddy field, plowing, and transportation. So I would like to talk about the current status about the demand and supply of the beef in Malaysia. Okay, as you can see in the figure on the left side, the number of population in Malaysia currently have increased 2.3%, and the numbers of the population in Malaysia right now have reached 34 million peoples. And we know that there is a demand for the beef due to the increase of the population. And we know that Malaysia's demand for the meat, especially for beef, and currently is steadily increasing due to the rapid of economic, due to the population growth, and also due to the changing consumer preferences. And we know that currently Malaysia produces around 52,000 ton of beef in annually, but while the market demand is still surge high around 191,000 tons, and this creates a large supply gap, okay, which is leading to the higher beef imports to meet the local consumption need. And with a growing population and the rising purchasing power, actually it's crucial to focus, uh, especially on the boosting the local beef production. Again, which is we need to including the buffalo farming in order to reduce the dependency on the imports and also in terms of the enhanced the food security. Okay, for this slide, I would like to share with you guys about the buffalo status in Asia by the ranking of the countries, okay, in throughout whole Asia. Okay, you can see the green arrow. In Malaysia, the growth pattern from 2002 until 2017, the growth population of buffaloes have negative in result around reduced 22%. And surprisingly, in Indonesia also have the same pattern in Malaysia, which is they have also in drop in the growth buffalo population around 39%. And as you can see on the right side, this is the reported by the Department of Veterinary Services in Malaysia from 2014 until 2023. We can see the trend is slightly decreases from 2014 until 2020, but the trend has shows positively increased from 2020 to 2023. Okay, um, actually, what I can see from this picture or from this data, okay, both countries actually have shared the common challenges that have contributed to the decline, including in terms of the land conversion, low reproduction rates, declining in terms of the interest in the buffalo farming, and also they have a limited access to the quality feed and veterinary services. Okay, and all the factors actually, okay, this downward trend raises the concern for the food security and livestock sustainability. Okay, and then therefore the strategic intervention are needed to revitalize the buffalo industry in both nation through the policy support, proper breeding programs, and also have a better or improve in terms of the nutritional strategies, especially in the buffalo's issues. Okay, from this part, okay, we know that already that buffaloes have long been a valuable resources in Malaysia by providing milk and meat for the local consumption. However, their numbers have been declining from 2002 until 2020, and these numbers we see that they're declining and their full potential remain untapped due to the traditional farming methods and also limited productivity. But in Malaysia, here's the good news. Okay, since 2021, targeted efforts such as a breeding program, a proper program for better nutrition for buffaloes, and farm support policies that have been introduced in the most farm in Malaysia. And what is the results? A 10% increase in Malaysia buffalo population have gained in 2023. And this progress actually shows that that with a sustainable farming, genetic improvement, and a strong farmer support, actually we can revitalize the buffaloes industry. And moving forwards, is all about the keeping this momentum to ensure a thriving buffalo sector for the future generation. Okay, as you can see here on the right side, this is the article that I've used for do some references to collect the data about the buffalo's production in Asia, and you can just Google it if you want to further readings about the buffalo husbandry for sustainable development of the small farmers in India and other developing countries. And I also attach with you guys the link the about the perangkaan ternakan means that the reports of the livestock numbers that have been collected in Malaysia since 2023 to 2024. for this section, we will try to look on the role, challenges, and impact of the buffalo production on the sustainable development goals. Okay. Okay, we know already that buffaloes actually they are more than just animals because they are the backbone of agriculture in many Asian countries, and they play a vital role in ensuring the food security, the rural development, and also the sustainable farming. Okay, we talk about the key role in agriculture. First, buffaloes, we know that they are major source of the milk and meat. Okay, like I've mentioned in previous slide. Okay, and then this buffalo also providing high quality nutrition to the millions of people, and countries like India, Pakistan, they are really heavily relying on the buffalo milk for their dairy industry, and making it as a crucial part for making daily diet, for example, for making cheese. Okay, and then for the second part, buffaloes also they support the rural livelihood. Okay, livelihood, and also many small scale farmers, they depend on them not only for the food but also for the income generation. Okay, and when for when we talk about the income generation, it referring to these most of the Indians peoples. Okay, they are selling buffalo products such as milk, cheese, and meat, and which is this also can help the farming families sustain their livelihood. Okay, and then lastly, buffaloes also contribute in sustainable agriculture, which they help in the land preparation, and then reducing the need for the heavy machinery, and the manure is a natural fertilizer and enriching the soil health and reducing the chemical usage. Okay, and when we talk about the challenges in terms of the nutrition, okay, by supporting the buffalo farming, we are not just strengthening the agriculture. Actually, we are ensuring the food security, improving the rural economies, and also promoting the environmentally friendly practice for future generation. However, one of the biggest challenges, like I said, is nutrition. Why? Because poor feeding practice are able to limit the buffalo growth and productivity. Okay, for example, can I give is many farmers they are rely on low quality crop residue. Okay, for example, low in term of the quality of the nutrition profile. For example, they feed the animals with the low crude protein value. Okay, which at the end of the day, which lack of the essential nutrient and will affect the buffalo performance and also productivity. Okay, on the third part, I would like to touch about a bit about the impact of this ruminant production on the sustainable development goals. Okay, when we talk about the SDGs, okay, there are several SDGs that touch with this buffalo production in this world. Okay, for SDG 2, SDG 12, and also SDG 15. Okay. Okay, addressing these issues align with the several sustainable development goals. SDG 2, we talk about the zero hunger scheme, which is the SDG 2 is talk about the enhancing nutrition and also the food security. Okay, we know that when we have a better buffalo nutrition means that we will have a higher milk and meat production, and also we can able to improve the food security in that countries. Okay, while for the SDG 12 is part of the responsible consumption and also the production. Okay, the example that can I give is when we have a sustainable buffaloes, okay, farming, it can able to ensure we have the better efficient resource use, and also we have efficient reducing the waste that that output from the buffaloes, okay, by raising the buffaloes. Okay, when we talk about the SDG 15, is referring to the life of land. Okay, how do we efficiently use the land, okay, and also efficiently use the sustainable agriculture. Okay, and the example can I give is proper land and pasture management able to promote the environmental sustainability and prevent the land degradation, okay, by improve the buffalo production. Okay, so by improving this buffalo nutrition and also farming methods, okay, can able to boost the productivity while protecting the environment and ensuring the sustainable future for the buffalo farming in Asia. Okay, now we move to another slide, which we try to discuss about why is buffalo production in Asia struggling. Okay, and then we know that buffaloes, they are strong and valuable, but their numbers are not growing as they should. Okay, why? Let's break it down. Okay, we know that there is very many issues and challenges that facing by this actually related to this buffalo's production. Okay, okay, one of the factors is due to the declining interest. Okay, and many young people, they are prefer do the city jobs over farming. For example, many nowadays teenagers, they like working at the office as compared to do the working at the farm. Okay, and aging farmers right now, they are started to retiring, and no one is taking their place. And for example, a village once full of the buffalo farmers now has only a few elderly caretaker left. Okay, and then there is no legacy to do the something job at the farm, especially in the buffalo farm. Next factor is due to the low productivity. Okay, weak genetic and poor nutrition mean buffalo grows slowly and produce less milk or meat. Okay, for example, a farmer breeds buffaloes with a low milk yield is because of they has a lack access to better the genetic pool. Okay, and then that's why we need to ensure that farmers has raised the proper genetic buffaloes so that they can able to have a high in return and also high profit. For the third factors is due to the inadequate infrastructure. Okay, and we know that buffalo farmings, they need a better facilities to have a better performance. Okay, many farms, they have lack a proper storage for feed like silage and hay, okay, and can cause affect the growth performance and also hurt health of these buffaloes. Okay, example, during the dry season, okay, farmers currently just struggle to they are struggling due to they have no stored food for their buffaloes. If we didn't have any proper facilities given to the farmers, okay, most of the, for example, the pellet, okay, most of the, we call it as the corn or others feed that we kept at this store. Okay, this all this feed can potentially to get a mycotoxin or infected by the any microbes. Okay, bad microbes. And then when we fed the animal with the affected or contaminated with the bacteria, they also affect the gastrointestinal tract of the animal and can cause this animal get the stomach upset. Okay, for the fourth factors is due to the limited veterinary services. Okay, sick buffaloes often don't get timely treatment due to the shortage of the vets. Okay, and then for example, a buffaloes with a common infection takes a weeks to recover because no vet is nearby at the places. On the fifth factor is due to the economic constraint. Okay, we know that feed and supplement nowadays are very expensive. Okay, and then farmers currently struggle to get a loan to pay the feed and also the supplements. Okay, and then small farmers want to expand their livestock, but due to the limited constraint to the economics, they cannot afford the quality feed or get the bank financing, and also affect lah their livestock production. Lastly, due to the knowledge gaps, yeah, uh, which is referring to the many farmers don't know the best ways to feed their buffaloes or use the local feed efficiently. For example, okay, I can give is a farmer currently they like to waste their money on the expensive supplements when the local alternative actually could work just as well. Okay, and then lastly, I can say that these challenges actually are not impossible to overcome. Okay, with a better education, improved facilities, financial support, and the modern farming techniques, buffalo production actually can thrive again. Okay, by addressing this problem one by one, I believe that we can ensure a sustainable future for buffalo farming and a food security. Now we will look into the key nutritional issues in the buffalo production. Challenges in animal nutrition and why it matters. Okay, imagine you are trying to run a marathon on a diet of only plain rice. It sounds tough, right? Well, actually, there's many farm animals that are faced due to the poor quality feed. Okay, so now we will look into the what kind of issues that contribute or affect in the buffalo production. Okay, especially in the nutrition aspect. First, one of the factors is feed quality and availability. Okay, most animals they rely on the low quality ravagers like straw and dried grass. Okay, which these two type of feed actually they are lack of nutrient, and just like the humans, we need a balanced diet. And how about the animals? Animals also need a better feed to grow for strong and for produce more in terms of the meat and milk. Okay, plus feed also is not always available year round. Okay, some season are good, and also some season will, for example, during the rainy season, it also affect the grasses. Okay, and then that's why we need to see the availability of food during the different season, so to ensure that our animals is still in a good production. Second factor is the nutritional deficiency. Imagine eating only biscuit every day. Okay, actually you will feel weak and unhealthy because a lack of the nutrient. Okay, animal also miss out on the important nutrient like the proteins, energy, and minerals, and which is this will be leads to slow growth and poor reproduction, and also more diseases can come. For example, the animal will face the ketosis and can also get the acidosis. Okay, the third point is the high feed cost. Okay, we know that good feed is not a cheap, especially nowadays the protein in the market right now is very high, especially in the ruminant as well in a poultry in a poultry production. Okay, and many farm right now they are dependent on the imported concentrates, which drive are more costly to, and burden the farmers. Okay, and farmers also currently struggle to balance the quality and affordability. So if the farmers can cook and give the better nutrition to the animals, the animal also tendency to get the sick. Okay, and last point is the common factor is the water accessibility, because what, water is a life. Okay, I can say not just for us but for animals as well. Okay, many farms don't have enough of the clean water, and this issue actually can making these animals weak and less productive. So what I can see is if we fix these problems, okay, we can have the healthier animals and happier farmers and better food production for everyone. For the current nutritional practice in buffalo farming, and we'll talk about the buffalo feeding practice, what's happening on the ground. Okay, what's happening in the farms. Okay, ever wondered what's on the menu for our hardworking buffaloes? Okay, let's take a quick look at how farmers feed them. Okay, first in the current nutrition practice, we can see about the common feeding practice. Okay, usually the small scale farmers and big commercial farm, they use different feeding methods, but they all rely on what's available on their farm. Okay, and many still follow the traditional feeding methods because, well, that's how it's always been done. Okay, and we actually have lack of knowledge in terms of the new technology, especially in the buffalo farm. Okay, second is traditional feed sources. Okay, most buffaloes, they are grazing on natural pastures on the, and or they eat the crop residue like rice straw and corn stalks. Okay, and it sounds okay, right? But these feeds, okay, don't always have the enough nutrition needed for the top performance of the buffaloes. Okay, so we need also top up with the supplementation and also give a better way solution, especially or for example, we can give the good silage. Okay, and the third is the third point is seasonal changes, seasonal challenges. Sorry, for example, for the rainy seasons, can plenty of fresh grasses, and during dry season, not so much in terms of the plenty of fresh grass. Okay, and with the feed quality and quantity, actually it can changing. Throughout the years. Okay, because and from that, buffaloes actually they are struggling to maintain the good health and the production. Lastly is due to the limited use of the supplement. Okay, extra nutrition actually like the protein rich feeds and formulation actually could help, but not all farmers use them. Okay, because what? Because all these they are quite costly, and also the farmer also sometimes they have a lack of knowledge in terms of how to use the supplement and how to give the animals. Okay, or just sticking to the old habits or the traditional farm methods. So what I can say is buffaloes, they are tough animals, but better feeding can make them even stronger and more productive. So how do we bridge the gap? So let's talk about this, how to mitigate this problem. For this part, we will discuss about the strategies for the nutritional improvement in the buffalo production. Smarter feeding will get the stronger buffaloes. So what if buffaloes could get the right nutrition all the year round without breaking the bank? So let's dive into some game-changing strategies. Okay, first, one of the strategies is by promoting a balanced diet. Okay, just like we need a balanced meal, okay, buffalo also need a proper formulated ration to grow strong and produce more milk. Okay, instead of the expensive imported feeds, okay, like concentrate the high cost. Okay, why not we just use the cost effective option like the agro industrial byproducts, things like a palm kernel cake, rice bran, and also brewery waste, which can be nutritious and affordable. Okay, next is the improving the forage quality. Okay, we know that the better grass, better buffaloes. Okay, we need to grow the high yield nutrient rich forages to give them the best. Okay, and then also multi cut for the crops. Okay, plants and also plants, okay, can be harvested several times a year, help also keep the food supply steady and nutritious. Okay, and also can ensure that all our animals get the better and nutritious forages. Okay, the third point is by silage and also hay making, which is feed that lasts. Okay, what happen when fresh grass is not available during that time or during this rainy season? Okay, we need to store these feeds to the rescue. Okay, and also preparing of the silages, for example the fermented feed. Okay, and also making the hay and dried grass. Okay, so can be a life saving during the drought season. Okay, and then it also can train by preparing this item, we also indirectly we training the farmers on these methods, mean this buffalo will never go hungry, and no matter during season this animal will get the nutritious feed. Okay, Lastly, I would like to emphasize also by we need also to give the mineral supplementation to the animals, okay, because even though this is the missing piece, okay, but it is very crucial nutrient which also can help in improve the production of the buffaloes, okay. Even with a good feed, okay, buffaloes still lack key minerals like the calcium, phosphorus, and salt. Okay, simple solution like mineral salt, okay, mineral block also can also potentially and also proven able to boost the immunity, fertility, and also productivity. So better nutrition means healthy buffaloes will provide the more higher milk yields and happier farmers. And with these simple changes, we can supercharge the buffalo farming for the future. Okay, now we will discuss about the role of technology in nutrition management. We know that smarter feeding will get a better results. Okay, what if the feeding buffaloes was easy as using the smartphones? Okay, well, this technology is becoming the reality by the helping of the AI, artificial intelligence. First, we able can use digital tools to monitor the feed efficiency and nutrient intakes, okay, by using the by phone only, okay, by digital tools for the smarter feeding program, okay. Imagine we having a fitness tracker for the buffaloes, right? Digital tools actually now helps to monitor feed efficiency, so farmer knows exactly what's working and what wasted, okay, at the farm. So this means less feed waste and better nutrition for healthy animal can be constructed, okay. And then secondly is by using the mobile apps, which is all the nutrition you can use by at your fingertips, okay. And then by this developing of the mobile apps, it also can guide the farmers on how to making the diet formulation, okay. And then from this app also can recommend the farmers what is the concentrate and what type of the diet that are suitable for this farmer on that day, and then in order to boost their performance, okay. But this term also we need to rely on what kind of the factor of the animals, for example in terms of their age, weight, and also the production needs on that day, okay. And then from that we are no more guessing what the condition of the animal. Just doing the smartphone, by helping by the smartphone, we can get the balanced feeding. On the third point is precision feeding, and no more one size fits all, okay. Just like the humans, they have a different dietary needs every day, and buffaloes also do too, okay. The precision feeding give each buffaloes exactly what it needs, okay. Not too much, not too little, just optimum, and less cost will be produced by the farmers, okay. And this help also save money, reduce waste, and maximize the productivity of the farm, okay. And lastly, leveraging AI for early detection of the nutritional deficiency. So, what if buffaloes could tell us and they are lacking by using the smartphone only? Okay, before if we late to treat this animal, the animal could lead deaths and also can cause the risk to the farmers and can cause the kerugian lah on the farm. Okay, and then we know that early action can get the better healthier animals and higher profit, and giving the higher profit to the farmers, okay. So with the technology, I can say we can feed the buffaloes smarter, not harder, and it's time to embrace digital tools and revolutionize the animal nutrition by using the AI technology. In this part, I would like to talk about the research and development in buffalo nutrition. Okay, so the future of the buffalo nutrition. So, what if we could make feeding buffaloes better, cheaper, and more efficient? Well, the research world is already working on it. Okay, for example, in Malaysia, there is one of the several plan strategies in order to improve our buffaloes production in our country. Okay, so one of the ways and on one of the strategy is we need to make the collaboration for the better feeding. Okay, university and agriculture institutes actually they are team up to improve the feeding practice for the buffaloes. Okay, and the expertise, okay, for example in the buffalo and also in the feeding, in the reproduction part and also in the feeding part. Okay, they all together and be a team, okay, do a research and how to create a healthier and more efficient diet, and helping also the farmers to feed their animals with a smarter and also with a strategized and very cost effective. Okay, on the second point is do the research on low cost high nutrient feeds, and so from that, for the expensive feed we have no problem on that because we have a new formulation to lowering the cost. Okay, researchers are currently discovering a new feed alternative that are not only affordable but also packed with the nutrient for the buffaloes need to thrive, and also to boost their production. Think of using the local crops or waste products in a ways that are both cost effective and nutritious. On the third part is we also do the testing innovative feeding methods. Okay, the pilot projects are the test run where the new feeding technique and technologies are put to be tested. Okay, and this project also help the farmers try out the new ideas before they go to mainstream, or ensuring the better nutrition with a fewer risk to the animals. Okay, and then lastly, we also in the agency we do the workshop and training program because the learning will be made easy. Okay, regular workshop and training program are helping the farmers to get up to speed with the latest in the buffalo product, in buffalo nutrition and also production. And this has on session actually teach practical skill. So we give the usually we give the like module to the farmers to do especially on the technique, the proper way to raise their animals in the farm. Okay, so from that, so farmers can able to apply the research back methods to their farm right away. Okay, and then through this collaboration, research and hands-on training, we are turning the buffalo farming into a smarter, more sustainable business, and together we can create a healthier and more productive future for the buffaloes and the farmers alike. Next, I would like to talk about the policies and economic support which is can helping the farmers feed the buffalo smarter. Okay, so what if governments and policies could make the feeding buffaloes easier and more affordable? So let's see how the right support that can make all the difference. Okay, for the first point is we need to give the government need to give the subsidies for the feed production to support for better fodder. Okay, imagine if the farmers got the government support to grow high quality fodder, especially for the main food for the buffaloes. Okay, so actually subsidies can make it cheaper for the farmers to grow the better crops and ensuring the buffaloes always have a nutritious feed to thrive on. Okay, second point is give the incentive for the supplement use for ensure the for boosting the nutrition. Okay, supplements like minerals and vitamins are great for buffaloes, but they can be expensive, right? But by helping by the government, okay, by offering the financial incentive, making the supplement more affordable and encouraging farmers to use them regularly. Okay, this means that healthy buffaloes will at the end of the day will give the higher productivity and also profitability to the farmers. Okay, third point is we need to also get the support for the cooperative feed mills. Okay, especially farmers helping farmers. Okay, by setting up the cooperative feed mills, okay, farmers actually can produce by their own quality feed together, and also can reducing the cost and improving the feed quality. Okay, working as a team, okay, means everyone can get the access to affordable high quality nutrition for their buffaloes. Okay, with the right policies and economic support, okay, we can make feeding buffaloes more efficient, affordable and sustainable, and benefiting the farmers and the whole industry. for this part, I would like to give just briefly the information about what the research that I've done during my PhD back then at the University Putra Malaysia, which I personally did the research on the animal nutrition. Okay, which is I formulate the diet and see the effect of the diet toward the growth performance of the buffaloes in Malaysia. And this project was funded by the Ministry of the Science and Technology and have been conducted at the University Putra Malaysia. So the title of my PhD project before this is the effect of the dietary supplementation on the rumen fermentation, growth performance, carcass quality, and the profitability of the farm buffaloes. So Alhamdulillah, throughout this project, okay, I've managed publish around 7 papers, okay, and then these 7 papers is come up from this solely under the nutrition part of the project. So why I conducting of the study? There might be a problem before I conduct the study. Okay, one of the problem for this farm actually before this, okay, in 2017 and 2018, this farm actually they have still undergoing the improper feeding management, which is the animal could reach 400 kilogram, okay, within 4 to 5 years after the weaning period, okay. But in other study in India, Brazil, and also in Philippines, okay, with the proper feeding management, okay, by giving the concentrate and also a few proper supplement, okay, the animal could reach the 400 kilograms, okay, within 2 years only. And as you can see from the Malaysian before this, the in term of the in term of the growth pattern, okay, from Malaysia and also the other countries, we can see the other countries able to reduce 2 to 3 years, okay, in term of to reach the market body weight, okay. For your information, market body weight for the buffaloes, okay, in Malaysia is 400 kilogram. So that's why we need to improve our feeding management in order to ensure our local buffaloes also can able to reach 400 kilogram within 2 years. So what happen if the farm they are still giving the improper feeding management? Okay, first of all, as we can see into the growth pattern, of course they are slowly in growth, okay, for which is in order to reach 400 kilogram it took around 4 to 5 years, okay. And it also support with other findings, okay. Previous finding also shows that if we give the animals with the improper feeding management, for example giving no supplementation with low energy and low protein diets, the animal could also get a loss of the body condition score and also affected on their rumen microbiome population, which is related to the gastrointestinal tract, okay. So the animal will get the stomach upset, and in terms of the carcass and meat quality also, the quality also reducing, okay. And also the animal also can get the nutritional disorder, for example ketosis and others diseases related to the nutritional metabolic disease. And for information, in my study, I have formulated the diet by using these 3 feedstuff. We are using the Brachyra decumbens, and then concentrates, okay, and then also bypass fats, okay. The bypass fats actually is the supplement if we're giving the animals, okay. This bypass fat will not digested in the rumens, in the rumen area, but it can able to digest it only at the through stomach, okay, at the fourth stomach. And if you looking on the anatomy of the ruminants, it located at the fourth place of the stomach, okay. And then this bypass fats can be digested only when the pH of the solution is below than 3.5, okay. And we know that it will not digested at the rumen because Roman fluids, the pH is around 6.5 to 6.85. Okay, and then the diet already formulated. Okay, which is they have three group in this diet, which is the one group will fat with only bracharia decumbens, only the grasses without supplementation. Diet B, we mix the 70% of grass and 30% of the concentrate. Okay, and diet C, we put 70% of grass, 26% of the concentrate, and 4% of bypass fat. Okay, and then as you can see, this is the nutritional profiles, okay, for every each of the formulated diet. Okay, and as you can see, diet B and C, of course, they will increase high in terms of the crude protein and also energy, and also either extract or crude fat as compared to diet A. Okay, and for your information, this diet and this feeding trial have been conducted for 2 years. For 2 years, okay. And then at the end of the 2 years, okay, we tabulate the data. Okay, as you can see, we use in this study two type of the breeds animals, okay, which one is a Murrah crossbred buffaloes and also the Swan buffaloes. We fed with the same diet, okay, and also we tested also the different type of the breed, and we would like to see the performance once we give the animals with the same diet, which one the breed will be more performs in terms of the growth and also in terms of the quality of the herd health. Okay, and as you can see in this picture, okay, is the average body weight of the Murrah cross and also Swan buffaloes once fed with the similar diet, the A, B, and C. Okay, as you can see in this figure, both breeds, when we are giving diet C and B, have significantly higher in terms of body weight as compared diet A. Okay, and then we know that body weight actually is a key indicator of the nutritional and health status in animals. So better body weight, better performance. Okay, so as you can see in this part, supplemented diet in diet C and B contribute to better weight gain and improve overall the health in the both breed. And throughout this study also, I did the serum biochemical profiles, and we managed to collect the blood every 2 to 3 months, okay, until at the end of the feeding trials. Okay, alhamdulillah, all the blood parameters were within the normal range when compared to the standard healthy animals. Okay, and according to previous study also is also in line with our finding, which a proper ratio of concentrate bypass fat supplement actually introduced in the basal diet of buffaloes will not give any adverse effect on the blood biochemical profiles. From this finding also, I will summarize. Okay, I will not give the details about the finding that I found in here, but in general, okay, for this part, our diets, okay, diet B and C, which is by supplementing the concentrate, also bypass fats, okay, and also different type of breed also significantly influence the livestock performance, carcass trait, and also meat quality. Okay. Okay, in this section, I just want to share with you guys the cost profit analysis from this study. Okay, after we introduce the new supplement in this farm, okay, of course, the diet increased 5 to 7 fold, means that the price if I convert to the Indonesia rupiah, okay, the normal price before this, before we introducing the supplement, the price only 1,680 rupiah. But once we introduce the supplements, it has been increased to around averagely 9,355 Indonesian rupiah. Okay, but we know that high risk, high return, and high we call as a cost at first starting to giving the to buy the supplement, but at the end of the day we will get the higher return. But we know that once we invest a bit, okay, the money on the supplement, okay, in the return we're able to reach our buffaloes, okay, to 400 kilogram within 2 years to 2 years and a half, okay, and which is in line with the other studies that has been conducted in Philippines and also Brazil, okay. Alhamdulillah, the net profit also increased, okay, one to two folds, which is after we selling the buffaloes either in the live weight or after the slaughtered weight, okay. The but this price is the after the we sell the animal in based on the selling live weight, okay. Once we convert to rupiah, before this the price only 4.8 million per animal, but once we because the because it's referring to the body weight of animal after 2 years, because they couldn't reach the 400 kilogram, okay, the less than 400 kilogram. But once the animal able to reach 400 kilogram, the buffaloes could able to be sell around 13.3 million rupiah. Okay, so we can see the net profit that will be gained by the farmers is around 1 to 2 folds, okay, higher as compared to the control group. So in this part, I would say in my studies, the diet A giving the lowest profit, diet B moderate profit, diet C will give the highest net profit. So in this part, also effect on total feed cost and body weight, supplementation able to increase the total feed cost significantly. However, significant body weight gain able to lead to a higher selling price. So the conclusion of my study, I conclude that the use of supplemented diet practice toward the buffalo calf according to the urine of the both breeds, okay, Murrah Cross and also Swan Buffaloes, giving a better extent of the efficiency in terms of growth performance and giving a better income generation for the buffalo farmers. Now we will turn to the last slide. Okay, what's the take-home message that I would like to give to you guys? Okay, lastly, I would like to say that nutrition actually is a key driver of the productivity and sustainability, and we know that focus strategies able to backed by research and policy support, able to can address the nutritional challenges effectively. And lastly, together we can ensure a thriving buffalo farming sectors in Asia. Last but not least, I would like to say that ternak mendukung ketahanan pangan, memajukan SDG 2, which is zero hunger untuk dunia tanpa kelaparan. Okay, thank you all for your attention. It's been a pleasure to sharing these ideas with you. And I would like to extend my gratitude to the committee for giving me the opportunity to present today. And if you have any question or would like to discuss detail about this topic, feel free to text me or reach out via my emails. And I look forward to hearing from you. And Assalamualaikum and have a good day.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was